months ago, we moved into a complete renovation project, and it has been 1.5 years of a whole lot of work, sweat and tears. I'm so excited to get to this stage. So I thought it was about time that I finally give you a complete house tour. Now we have finished renovating our 3-bed semi-detached house in the southwest. We have renovated the entirety of this house, as well as redecorating it over the last 18 months, both the interior and the exterior, and we are just so happy that we are at a stage where we're finished. But are you ever truly finished when you do a home renovation? There are still 2 rooms that really need to be styled, and you'll see those. We've got the spare room and the office. They're fine as they are for now. We don't really need to finish styling them. We just kind of needed to get them finished so we could use them. I've got lots of other little projects in the back of my mind, things that I want to do, and I'll be asking for your opinions on some of those as well. But I hope you enjoy this video. I'm just going to give you a tour throughout the house. We're going to start on the ground level in the entryway. Anyway, I hope you enjoy watching this, and do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So as soon as you step into a home, you enter a very small entryway, and it connects into the kitchen and straight into the living room. And what you'll see that I have done here is I took away the door frame and we actually put in a curved arch instead. And because this is such a small space, it just really helps to soften the approach, and it makes the kitchen a really nice welcome as you step into a home, which I love. Now, I've done a full video on this kitchen renovation, which I'll pop up the top for you now. But this kitchen is huge. It's open plan. It's an unusual U-shape, which takes you down to kind of the utility end of the room. And what we've got here is we built in a dining nook section. I love this, and if you've seen the video, you will see that there was a pillar there that many people thought we were going to knock down, and we actually ended up using it to our advantage to create this lovely seating area, which feels so cozy in this space. Now, the kitchen that we've got here is Howden's in Allendale blue, and as I mentioned, all of those details are in that video that I've just mentioned. Yep, those apples are from our garden, and as we come down this end of the kitchen, we've got that gorgeous vignette of our apple tree and our garden, and it just looks gorgeous all the way through the year. In spring, it's got gorgeous blossom on it, and then we have a very fruitful tree summer onwards, and lots of apple crumbles have been consumed. Now, as we come around here, we've actually got our under the stairs area. Now, we actually haven't done anything really in this section apart from add some pegs and baskets and tiled it. But I'm wondering, what would you do to this section? Would you build some kind of storage in here? Would you create a pantry? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd be really interested. We've then got our very tiny downstairs toilet tucked away by the back door, and we've got this sliding door here to really maximise the space. And when I tell you this is the smallest room in the house, but it's one of my favourites. It's high impact. We've colour drenched this in Farrow and Ball sulking room pink, and we've got those basket case tiles laid out there for a really nice bit of definition. Now, this is a south-facing house at the back, which I haven't mentioned yet, but this gets really intense light, and this is why I love this pink colour so much, because it just tempers the intensity of the sun and it creates that really moody, sultry overall feel. And I just love the colour, the depth of variation between the colours as you step out of the room. Now, coming back through the kitchen, I love this view through here. Oh, it's so nice. And this is the living room north end. And you'll see here that because it's a north facing end, it obviously does get less light. But when you are working with a dual aspect room, you can be a little bit more creative with the colours you use, so you get a nice depth of colour between them. And this is Farrow and Ball denimes here. And this unit is actually bespoke. And it was here when we moved in, and we literally gave it a fresh lick of paint. We added some shaker panel into the doors, and we changed the handles to these gorgeous bamboo ones, which I'll link in the comments for you, and it's just created a really nice view as you step in. Now, pretty much everything in this room we were able to restore to its former glory, including that gorgeous oak flooring that you would have just seen. We actually added a log burner here because the coal burner wasn't working, and in this section here we've got a Samsung art frame TV. Doesn't come up too well on video actually, but it's a gorgeous digital art image which makes it look like it's part of this gallery wall, and I love this again as you step into the room. It's so different and it just adds a little bit extra to this living room of ours. And behind here we've got this unusual shelving section which was already here, and we use this for our wood store during the winter, and we just accessorize it during the summer. But I love this space. Honestly, it's the coziest place to be in the winter. And this flooring, it was a labor of love over a weekend. It cost us £150 to do, and it's really one of my favorite things that we restored in this living room, because it's just giving it a bit of character and it instantly defines the color scheme that we've got in here. Before we head upstairs, let me show you our lovely south-facing garden. Now, you may have already seen some of this space when I did our renovation video for the garden earlier in the year, which I'll pop up the top for you now. But what I'm standing on here now is actually where our conservatory was. Now, we had to pull this down because it was completely leaking and it was damaging the building itself. So we've obviously been left with the groundworks that are there. So let me know in the comments, what would you do with what has been left? Because we're really stumped with how to kind of make it look a little bit better. But this was my little planter section, which I'm glad to say is still thriving, and our apple tree is the star of the show. I absolutely love it. And then as we come around the side here to the house, this is actually where the original coal bunker would have been. So there was a coal burner before, and we're actually going to use this for wood storage this winter and just pop something over the top to keep it nice and dry. But any other suggestions, I'd love to hear them. And here we're heading down to our lawn, which we laid ourselves, and it still looks great despite having a dog. And now I'm just going to show you the exterior of the house from this view here now. I've got my apple, now let me take you upstairs. So let's head up the stairs, and I absolutely love what we have done here. It's coastal inspired, it's really relaxed and stylish, and we've got coat paint cargo on the woodwork here and safe play on the walls. And then our banister here is a gorgeous jute rope with those brass ends on it, which is just one of my favourite looks. And you'll see that we've carried rattan throughout our house quite a lot. But this carpet is just a natural wool herringbone. We've used it throughout upstairs, and here we enter our bathroom, which is one of my favourite spaces in the entire house. It's south-facing again, so I wanted to use cooler tones in here to temper the intensity of the sun and make it feel really soft, subtle, and a spa-like escape. And I went for a coastal-inspired theme here again. We've got a mixture of tiles here and this gorgeous radiator from UK Radiators. It's an amazing towel rail, and it's one of those things we will never have to hang our towels over a banister or anything because we have so much room to do it here. But these are Sleek-chic tiles in an aqua finish, and I love the slight colour variation between each of them. It just makes it really interesting in the room. And then as we come around here, I'm going to show you the toilet. Yes, we all have them, but they are all ugly. But for the purposes of this video, this is where we have it tucked away, nice and neat, a little bit of wall art there, and we also have a sliding door here just to maximise the space that we've got. So then we're coming round to our master bedroom. Now this is north facing at the front of the house, and you can already see how lighting plays such a huge role in how a room feels. And this is why I always stress how it's so important to work out the orientation of your room before picking paint colours. And what we've done in here to counteract any of that blue light is to pick warm and uplifting colours. Now I'm not a huge fan of yellow based whites, so we've got Oxford stone, Farrow and Ball on the walls and the door door in here, actually, and the skirting, and it's just a really gorgeous sandy beige, but it does also look like a mushroom depending on the type of light the room's receiving at the time. Now on this side of the bed, we've got a king size, so we've not got a lot of room in here, but we've got this niche bedside table that we took from the 30 centimeters that we actually took from our bathroom, and it's just created a lovely space. Now we've got a built-in wardrobe here, we've got doors all the way to the ceiling just to make the room feel bigger. We've got another column radiator there which just brings lovely definition, and we've also got those cubbies just for like rattan baskets to put our stuff in. And let me know, TVs, yes or no in a bedroom? Now coming round to the last two rooms in this tour, this landing space actually never existed before, and we converted this house from a 2-bed into a 3-bed, which once used to be a 3-bed, and you'll see in this video that it used to be a huge room, and we divided it down so we could create a fair sized double room and also a smaller room for our office, but also a child's single bed, or a cot could also fit in there if you wanted to. Now this spare room is colour drenched as well in Weekender by Coat Paints, and it's a lovely cappuccino colour, but it's got some pink tones to it as well, and we've just got a few things in this room at the moment, so it's functional for someone to stay. But as I've mentioned, we've not styled this room yet, neither have we the offer, so do take my styling here with a pinch of salt until we've got the time to finish it off to how we want it to look. And obviously this is the most worked room in the entire house. It's a south-facing room. It's like I planned it like that, of course. So when I work, it is just lovely light during the entire day. And we've colour drenched this in Park Life by Coat Paints. It's such a relaxing earthy colour, and I really do think you can't feel bad when you're surrounded by a comfortable green. And this desk, oh, I love it. It was literally made for this space. Again, the wall art, we've just dropped that up there on the walls that we picked up from a car boot sale. But this room is yet to be styled, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you would finish this space off. I really hope you enjoyed watching my tour of our 3-bed semi-detached house. We're so happy with it. But if you have any questions that I've not covered, please do leave me a comment below. But I really do probably have a video on it. I have videos of every single room makeover that we have done, so do head to look at the rest of my videos, and do hit me a subscribe if you'd like to see more videos and styling tips in the future.